Welcome to Mirror Domains Movie News. Now, today's a little bit of a short show because I'm going out to see the Taylor Swift Eras Tour movie in just about an hour, guys. Less than an hour now. It starts at 4 p.m. for me. So we will go over and scan some of the headlines today. Just take a look at what's trending out there because I know I missed a few things. I want to take a look at first the Taylor Swift Eras Tour movie. What are some of the early reviews? I was aware last night that it did open up for Thursday night previews, but I didn't know until like an hour before this first show at 7 o'clock came out. I was like, what? Anyway, I got my tickets. I didn't switch them over. I'm going to see it in an hour from now. So pay attention for my straight out of the theater reaction for this movie, guys. It's just her performing the songs in her concert. So it's not like it's going to be, I'm going to come out and say, well, the story structure sucks, or, it's not going to be like that kind of a thing. But still pay attention to my immediate straight out of the theater reaction. It is 2 hours and 48 minutes, so expect around 8 o'clock by the time I'll have that out. So yeah, I gotta come home and I gotta edit it and put it up on stuff. So 100%, only 17 reviews, but this is going to be for Taylor Swift fans, Swifties. So expect people coming out of this to say, yes, this is not for the casual movie fans, right? It's not, because, well, people are going to go and see it anyway. So let's see what people are saying here. Snapshot reviews. Variety. Apart from maybe those digital title superimpositions, you'd be hard-pressed to point any wrong moves Wrench makes in transferring the show from stage to screen. The energy on display is astonishing and it is infectious. That's what I want. It's going to be hard not to cheer in the theater when we see her come out on stage for the first time. I don't even know what song it's going to be first. If it's from the LA set, I think I covered that, right? I don't know. I'll just let it fly as it is. I'm looking forward to it. So where will it'll be number one at the box office, guys? We saw that it was tracking for $150 million opening. It's going to make it. It's going to be number one. So when we come here on Monday, yeah, I expect this to happen. I don't think Exorcist Believer's going to... See, Paw Patrol's still going to hang in there. I think it's going to go Taylor Swift, Paw Patrol number 2, Exorcist number 3, Saw 10 number 4, and Creator number 5. Now, it could be switched. Exorcist 2 or Exorcist Believer may still hang on to the second spot, but let's see how Exorcist has fared during the week here. Has Paw Patrol come in at all? No, it's pretty much retained it throughout the week. So despite the bad reviews of Exorcist on the tomato meter, it doesn't seem to be phasing it, despite people coming out saying that it is trash, which it is. People, like 22%, it seems to be somewhat immune to people's curiosities. Even the people that go see it, 58% is pretty low. I don't see how it's still going to retain its hold. Yeah. So, something that just came out on Netflix, guys, is The Fall of House of Usher. And we just binged that series here on the Mirror Domains channel. I'm not going to recap what I thought about it. I just... it's an impressive series from Mike Flanagan, man. Go check it out because of the acting. Go check it out because of the execution of the story. It's ominous. Acting is the standout in that. So go join our full live watch-alongs for that. All 8 episodes are up there, guys. Mark Hamill is really cool in this series. Really unexpected role for him. Full live watch-alongs for Survivor and Hell's Kitchen are up on the channel. Movie reviews for Totally Killer, Exorcist Believer, Pet Sematary Bloodlines, and of course then normally we do a traditional show of movie news here on the weekend, on Friday's show, sorry. But yeah, it's just the tail of the tape says we got to take a look at some other headlines and stuff. So in the spirit of moving along quickly, Halloween, Miramax slashes into TV rights of the franchise. So Miramax wins the rights to make a Halloween TV series. Now, I hope they go the anthology route and not just Michael Myers kills this group of people this week. Michael Myers kills that person this week. It's kind of like, I don't hope we don't go into that. Because if they went into the anthology route, it would make sense for the TV, right? TV show. But people want to see Michael Myers. So Malik Akkad's Trances International has been shopping Halloween rights, and his deadline is confirmed that Miramax has won the TV rights. Okay. So I'm sure the site continues to report the Halloween series is envisioned to potentially launch a cinematic universe spanning film and television. What? So maybe they will make some movies. I don't know. If they just got the rights for the TV series, how does that mean it's going to be also movies? They won't have the rights to the movies. So how would it tie in? That doesn't make sense. Jointly controlling both in film TV rights would allow Miramax and Trackcast to map out an integrated film and TV universe. What do you mean TV universe? It's just Michael Myers. What else are you going to try to work into it? Billy from, or what's his name? Edgar from the Halloween Ends? They can't use that because that's Blumhouse's property. There's going to be things in here people won't make a whole lot of sense about because they'll be like, well, but it's Michael Myers. Well, I think for most part, people understand that the Rob Zombie's Halloween takes place in a different universe than the David Gordon Green Michael Myers. Like you understand that that's not the same as the one that was in Halloween Resurrection with Busta Rhymes, right? Oh yeah, we need more Busta Rhymes back in Halloween. Yeah, that's what we need. Guys, come on, it's a farce. I don't know. They've got a vision. They put their package together. And Miramax wanted. Well, I have to see what they're going for. I wouldn't go out and say that the sky is falling, like I've seen some headlines saying that. Oh no, it's a tragedy. It's already going to bomb because they're trying to make a cinematic universe. Don't fall for that BS, guys. That's just sensationalism. People trying to click and get headlines. Next, let's take a look at some Screen Rant headlines. Meet Shazam, don't care, 29 products. Jason Blum and Five Nights at Freddy's director teases Easter eggs from beyond the first game. I expect Five Nights, well, you know what? I expect Five Nights at Freddy's to have the same kind of reception that Exorcist Believer had from fans and critics. But for some reason, just like Exorcist Believer, people are still going out to see it. Despite people saying that it's probably not all that good. I totally regret it. Hunger Games director shares candid response to biggest Mockingjay complaint. Nightmare on Elm Street actor reveals one detail Wes Craven got surprisingly right in horror classic script. What do you mean he got it right? A lot of people say that he got a lot of it right. Goosebumps Season 2. I don't care about Gen Z or Gen V or whatever it's called. What's this about? Let's see what he said. Wes wrote such a great script. I don't know how he had this ability, but he was able to. He was probably 40 at the time when he did Nightmare on the Elm Street, but he just had this way of getting the lingo and the way the kids talk to each other. It wasn't perfect, but there were some lines I remember we rolled our eyes like, oh, come on, Wes. We're kids. We don't talk that way. But in general, there was this casual back and forth. It was really great. So we got the writing of the dialogue right. A lot of the movies, the same with Dream Warriors, there were casualness between the patients in the hospital and the real, and that is real. And I think that's why it resonates with kids. Well, that's what you have to do with nowadays too. Maybe we need to rewrite Nightmare on Elm Street. Maybe we can do that for next Monday. I don't know. Godzilla, 19 Monsters Godzilla was supposed to fight. Yeah, we can talk about that right now. The new trailer for Godzilla, Monarch of Monsters, or Legacy of Monsters. It's going to be on Apple TV, right? Let's take a look.
Monarch was there in San Francisco.
Okay, so, whoops. That's his,
When the whole city was coming down, these guys were taking pictures.
She's going to
like
be the fallout.
they'd been waiting for it.
You think that your father was working for them?
This stuff wasn't
Las
as
Vegas,
safe.
he cut through.
Who are they? What's Monarch? There's a new.
This is the world we live in. Monsters are an inescapable reality.
So
Those
we're not showing
files
Kurt Russell?
belong to us, and they are more important than you could possibly imagine.
This might be the next series we watch together, guys, because I think I am going to sign up for Apple TV Plus. Oh, there's Kurt Russell. Good.
Now, you can choke down that monarch lie about your father disappearing. Or we can find out what really happened before it's too late.
The eggs of the Mutos.
Oh my God, go! This world, it's not ours. Believe me.
John Goodman.
It is so much more vast than we could possibly imagine.
These monsters and
Is that
monarchs
Alexander Skarsgård?
have taken everything from me.
He's not in this one, is he?
No.
The world is on fire. If you want to save millions of lives, we can use some help.
Try to summon Godzilla. Good trailer. I'm excited. When does this drop? I know it's soon, right? It's soon, November 17th. So that might be the next series we watch together here, guys, because it's been, I'm not watching anything on Disney Plus. I think I'm going to cancel and switch over to Apple TV Plus. That was cool. Was that Alexander Skarsgård? Let me just see. Yeah, right here. It was right here, right? Is that no? No, okay, no. That's the younger version of Kurt Russell. That's him in the past, losing his wife, maybe. So the daughter survives. I don't know. Curious. When does that come out? Monarch Legacy of Monsters. I want to check that out. I also do want to check out Swedish actor Alexander Skarsgård's IMDb, just to make sure of it's not him. What the heck is he doing without pants? They use that for his IMDb page, guys. Come on. Yeah. God, somebody out there is thirsty for him, so it happens. Jesus. The Northman. Yeah. So he was in Godzilla vs. Kong. So he was part of that. I just was wondering if they're going to ever tie his character in, Nathan Lind, into, because I thought that from Kong Skull Island that get that off of there, that Brie Larson's character and Tom Hiddleston were supposed to carry over to some kind of Monarch property storyline. I'm going to see it because of Kurt Russell. And the overall, look at that shot. The tail looks a little bit out of perspective there, but he's swinging it. It's got a fat tail in this one. But all that looks awesome. That does. Yeah, cool, man. Cool. What do you guys think about that trailer? Let me know in the comments. They just released a trailer called Kane. Chris Shover says you should check out the trailer. It's called A Wonderful Knife. Yeah, we talked about that trailer like last week or something with Wonderful Knife. That was with Justin Long. Yeah, we looked at that trailer. Yeah, apparently Hollywood resumes talks on the SAG strike. Okay, well that's good. Last night I think they were like, I don't want to talk to each other kind of stuff. Yeah. To resume talks immediately. Yeah, this is the headline I saw last night, right? Suspending talks came as a surprise. Let's see what this is. Fall of House of Usher. Here's why every Edgar Allan Poe reference you missed. Yeah, people will be mining this content of Fall of House of Usher throughout the next couple of weeks as we come up to Halloween. Of here's all the Easter eggs from the stories. Here are all the Easter eggs of the poetry. Here's how it all connects. Oh, did you see this before? Did you know that this character was in Hill House? And I'll try to maybe a little bit of that stuff. But yeah, expect to be inundated with a little bit of this stuff. Yeah. Ligadone was derived from Ligeria and early Poe short story. Because you see, like that kind of stuff. It'll be full of that stuff. I don't. Do you think most people care about that? It'll be for me because we just watched the series. This article will be interesting to me. Recites the poem Annabel Lee in to Dupont. Well, I figured that Annabel Lee was named after a poem or a character that Poe had written about. The Breaking of Grizz is based on the cask of Antimonte Okay. Dio. The mummification of Madeline is inspired by some words with the mummy. And that's one thing I'll say is that whole kind of like epilogue with the mummification kind of thing. I don't know. I just would have preferred it if they just came in and death just took them at the end. I think that's what I would have preferred. So, yeah. Next, back to Screen Rant. Who dies in the fall of Usher? Yeah. Frasier reboot solves its biggest Cheers plot hole. Oh yeah, Chris Schober said something about this, right? Best Buy confirms Blu-ray and DVD sales to end in 2024. I'll tell you this: here in Canada, all the best. We've got 3 Best Buys here in town. None of them have had DVDs for a long time, and I think you can maybe buy a few games, but a lot of them just sell like the plastic game, like PlayStation Store is where you download the games now. Everybody downloads it from the websites now, so it's like you don't need the physical media anymore. And as far as like getting Blu-rays and DVDs, just use Amazon now or something like that, guys, to get them, to know that you want them. Or buy it from the actual sites when they put on the pre-sales. That's what I would do. 10 best movies in theaters right now. Transformers New Continuity. Huh. Fascinating. All right, let's go over to the Twitterverse and see if I missed any headlines. Anyone But You, Sydney Sweeney and Glenn Powell has been delayed 1 week now to December 22nd. That's a rom-com, right? Abbott Elementary. He regrets splitting Mockingjay into 2 parts. That's what he regrets? Yeah, I think that rubbed people the wrong way. You should have just concluded it in one movie. I hope Jennifer Lawrence comes back for more. David Desmalchin is the new brand ambassador for Titan Casket. Sells caskets online. Ooh. Yeah, we like you playing all these dark and morose characters. How about you be the face of our line of caskets? David? Come on, some cheddar. Take it. Ooh, Michael Mann Ferrari. That's one I'm looking forward to. That's one of my few left on my most anticipated. Poor Things with Emma Stone. The Frankenstein Ferrari is one. left on my must-see list. Florence Pugh. Michelle Williams will narrate audiobook of Britney Spears' upcoming memoir, The Woman in Me. I don't know, Britney. I'm glad that you won your rights back for your stateship, but just, for God's sake. There's just something about the way that you conduct business. Why is Gates McFadden trending? Okay, so people are just celebrating her. She was Dr. Crusher on Star Trek The Next Generation. All right. So I had to check out why that was trending in case something happened. The Strangers Chapter 1 trailer dropped as well, guys. This was Rennie Harlin's adaptation of a new trilogy. Yeah. See, they did the same approach as Exorcist Believer, where they announced that the new Strangers reboot is going to be a trilogy. And I said, how about make the first one and then talk about trilogy? This trailer did nothing for me. It's just her at the door going, oh, is there somebody there? Isn't there? And it just hovers with her at the door. Petch, I think is her name or something. It did nothing for me, guys. Stranger's new chapter 1, Madeline Petch, yeah. That's going to come and go just like Exorcist Believer, because I don't feel like they understood what made it popular, what made it work. Home invasion, yes, but the eeriness of not knowing where they came from or what they were, were they just sickos that like to do this? We don't need to explore all of that. Why? And once you realize that, then there's really not that much story to tell other than just retreading it over and over again. And you become the Saw franchise where it just totally will run out of gas, because it did with Strangers Next of Kin or whatever it's called. The one with the sensational Christina Hendricks. Yeah, so I don't know. Rennie Harlin says that he's got a new vision. He's going to breathe new life into the Strangers. And I'm not buying it, man. I usually order on Amazon or eBay, James, for physical media. Yeah. Well, it's just easier too, right? Because you know what you want from Amazon and stuff. I feel like having the 4K of or the Blu-ray of Clue the movie. Well, let me just type that in, and then you get it, right? $10, $9, $9.99. Fine, I'll take it. Sold. Killers of the Flower Moon opens up next week. And guys, I don't think I'll be seeing it on Thursday night. I'll be seeing it on Friday afternoon. I don't want to be up until like 10 o'clock or midnight watching this 4-hour movie. If I go to see it at 7, we won't be out until like 11 o'clock. Oh, mercy. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I may not even see it until Saturday. It's not a rush to see. Luke Thompson, Paul Mescal, The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. Oh yeah, the Rick Grimes returns. They waited way too long. Like, I know that Andrew Lincoln took time off to raise his family and stuff because he had to go over to Georgia to film it and stuff. But it was kind of like they waited too long to pick that back up. Most people would follow Rick. I'm coming back to watch Rick. I didn't come back for Daryl Dixon. I'm coming back to watch Rick because Andrew Lincoln, he started with him, and I'll end it with him. And I suspect, at least I hope, that I don't have to watch the rest of the seasons of the normal Walking Dead to understand what's going on. Based on a true story, Kaylee Cuoco and Chris Messina has been renewed for season 2 at Peacock. Well, good for Kaylee. Good. Again, I like Kaylee Cuoco. I think that she's got lots of potential, and she's been keeping busy since The Big Bang Theory, so good for that. She's a little bit like Britney Spears when it comes to her love life. It's kind of like, what are you doing, kind of thing. You just met the guy, and now you're getting married again? Again? Seriously? Kaylee, please, for God's sakes. And it's like, it's like she's never met or experienced love before when she falls heads over heels for some of these guys. But anyway, am I jealous? Yes, of course I am. Next. Wonka posters. Oh yeah, the new Wonka trailer dropped the other day too, right? Um, Olivia Colman looks like she's doing something weird there, right? Rowan Atkinson, Keegan Michael Key, Chief of Police, Matt Lucas, Frognose, Timothée Chalamet, Willy Wonka, Hugh Grant as the Oompa Loompa. That one, that's the sell for most people of the movie. We weren't expecting it, but in the trailer, he looks like he's doing something special. Next, Sofia Coppola's Priscilla in theaters November 3rd. That'll probably play at the Art House Theater. I'll be going to see it there at the Art House probably. Totally Killer has a fresh score on Rotten Tomatoes. Excellent. Yeah, right now as it stands, and I've seen 4 movies here in October. And we're about halfway through. We'll be 5 after 4 hours from now because I'll see the Taylor Swift movie. But right now, Totally Killer is the #1 movie of October. For me, at least. It's going to be hard to beat. Well, you still got Five Nights at Freddy's. You still got Killers of the Flower Moon, which I think Killers of the Flower Moon is probably going to be the #1. But yeah, Totally Killer. Well deserved. What a great movie. Oh, that's up on the Twitch, right? I didn't edit it over for YouTube yet. I got to do that this weekend. Napoleon Dynamite 4-hour cut? No, I don't know about that. Orphan Black Echoes. What's this? 5 years Haunting of Hill House premiered ago. 5 years ago. Carla Gugino. She doesn't age, does she? She still, like, her beauty is just transcended time. Maybe she made a deal with death to retain that beauty, and that was a tragic story. Was that the guy who played the younger Roderick in Hill House? Well, I got like 1 minute left, so I don't have a whole lot of time here. Before I got to get out of here, I got to make sure I'm going to be walking over to the theater, so I'm going to be on foot. It only takes me about 15 minutes to walk over to the theater anyway. New poster for Napoleon. I want to see this one. It's not on my most anticipated, but like I'm not jumping out on my seat to say, yeah, I want to check this movie out. It's just it's Joaquin Phoenix, Ridley Scott. Yeah, I'm going to watch it. First trailer for Candy Cane Lane, Eddie Murphy. Yeah, this one I'm not.
Merry Christmas. New Drake album. Oh.
No thanks. Morvith Clark stars in Starve Acre, supernatural folk horror exploring trauma and loss. It's set in rural 70s England, where a couple idyllic life is thrown into turmoil when their son starts acting out of character. I do like Morvith Clark. Eras Tour is 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Fall of House of Usher is now streaming. Yes, it is. All right. Oh, yeah. Taylor was showing up at certain theaters for people, and she was there with Beyonce. Cool. Angelina Jolie with her sons. All right. Yeah, there's a better picture of Tay and Beyonce. 3:31. Yeah, I got to get on the road here, guys. I'm sorry. Thank you very much for joining me on this quick show. Come join us on, we'll do a lot of gaming stuff here on the weekend over on the Twitch channel, on the Twitch Mirror Domain. So come join us for some of that. I think we might steamroll through a bunch of Tomb Raider, Rise of Tomb Raider. we'll just go like 6-hour session or something. I don't know. And then pay attention for Monday when we come back and we talk about how much money did Taylor Swift's movie make. Otherwise, pay attention later for my straight out of the theater reaction. Thumbs up. See you next time. You're watching Mirror Domains. Enjoy the rest of your day, folks.